Just trying to sort out. I think we're going live on Facebook as well at the same time. Apparently. Oh.
Would it not be better with?
Oh, me. You want to do that?
Otherwise, it gets a bit fuzzy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. How's that for? How's everybody doing? I don't know if it's working or not. I think it is. Right. Let's look at this. Right. I'm just sticking it, putting it up on the. Intrepid Freddy Cat. Yes, it is. Oh, hi. Good evening from Germany. Hello, Germany. How is Barney doing after his scary vet experience? Yeah, he's all right. He's making a recovery, actually. Bless him. Okay, it's working. Yes, good. Nice pick and volume. Good, good. Okay. Right, I'm putting it on there. Sorry, what I'm doing is I'm putting the live on the TV so that I can see the comments better. 1 second. Let's see if that works. Hola again from Holland, Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, right. If I turn that down, otherwise we're going to get some horrible feedback.
You'll have to just do this for me because I don't understand.
Oh, okay. Right. What we have to do in the box that can you slide? You'll have to take your phone out. Sorry, we're just talking about technical issues here. Right, you have to put that on the back of your phone. Mm-hmm. We're trying to work out 2 tripods at the same time. Hi from Oregon. Hello from Ohio. Hi from Cornwall. Amsterdam, Canada. Hope you're all well. Hi from Oregon.
Hey guys.
Norwich, South Bend. The South End Massey are there. Right, okay, let's work this one out. Okay, you have to...
Technology is a blessing and a curse. Yes, it is.
Right, well, apparently...
Waiting for snow.
Oh, that doesn't sound nice. I don't know how this turns on.
Is it that?
Oh, hold on, it did something there, didn't it?
But we want it landscape, don't we?
Yeah, I can't remember how you do that.
Hi from Wimbledon. Post-birthday buzz, enjoying my dinner, so bring on the cheek, says Jan.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, thank you very much, Julie, for your super chat.
Oh, wow, if we have it up here, we can actually see the names as well. So, Julie, thank you very much.
That's true.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
What, to get it onto landscape?
I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know how to turn it on. It's not even coming on. What? It's not giving me anything. It's dead. Oh, haven't you got to have an app for this thing?
Oh, have you got to have an app?
I think so.
Oh.
It doesn't. The only thing you could do, it's not working, is it?
Can I even use it? I can't even use the IX. I need it landscape, don't I?
Yeah. I don't even know how to turn it off. Right, okay.
I'll just have to prop it somewhere.
Yeah, prop it. Yeah, do that.
The good old-fashioned way.
Yes.
Do you want to put your mobile data on for a better picture?
Mobile data. Yes.
Data.
Of course. Right.
Data.
Hold on a minute. I feel like we've gone off too early here. Oh.
Well,
I don't. What is this machine doing?
I don't know. Press the off button.
Where's the off button?
That one. Yeah, that one. Hold it.
Oh, well done.
I used it. That's the first time I used it. No.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked amazing. All right. Okay. Hold on a minute.
Bear with us, guys.
So sorry about this, peeps. 1 second. Right.
Hello to you both. Hugs from Omaha, Nebraska.
What was that?
I don't know. Did it fall over?
No. Sounded like a speaker going bang or something.
It sounded like something falling over.
Okay.
Anywho,
right, let me just put mobile data on, and we are getting there slowly but surely. Right, hold on a minute. Right, where are we? Right, let's see if this works.
what did you say that is? 16th.
Yeah, it's gone. No, it's made no difference at all. Look.
No?
Oh, has it? Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Yeah, okay. And
Jan.
oh, sugar.
Oh, sugar.
I don't know how you get rid of the. How do you get rid of the comments on that? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it?
It'll sort itself.
Anyway, so how are we all? Let's catch up here. I feel like we've been too busy looking at technology and trying to get things sorted out. Hey from Tampa. Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum. Hey from Tampa, watching Tom Brady do his thing. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady?
Someone said back there, could you explain what's happened to Barney because they're out of touch?
Yeah, sure. So Barney, he had very bad breath and has had bad breath for a while. And, God, a bit chilly actually. And he, so we arranged to go and have his teeth cleaned. And then when we were inspecting his mouth, we noticed that one of his teeth was loose. So when he went in to have his teeth cleaned, they had to remove one of the teeth, and basically he's a big baby, and yeah, he's so he was a bit sad when he came back from the vets, but he's all right now. He's back to normal, and his breath smells so much better.
Hello, Facebook audience. Thank you for joining us. We're not sure if the picture works this way because.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Is it better for us to?
Honestly, what are you doing? We're mixing it up here. You got Facebook and YouTube. What's your big idea with this?
Well,
this is Rachel's idea. Anyway, Brady, NFL player. Oh right, okay. Happy Sunday from Illinois. Tom Brady equals American football. Ah, okay, right, okay. It's all making sense now. I've never really understood American football. It looks like a lot of fun though. It does. I quite like it. It looks like a good old scrap. How often do you clean Steve's ears, and do the other donkeys get theirs done too?
It's not really a regular thing. He's just been having this, well, last year there was quite an issue with these little flies that were really bugging the donkey's ears. So I think he just got a bit irritated with them, and he got like a bit of wax build up in there and everything, so he just seemed to really enjoy having them cleaned. But it's not something we really do. It doesn't usually need doing for horses and donkeys. But
to be honest, when you scratch his ears, that give you a good idea of how bad his ears are, because they either come up and they're a little bit grubby, in which case you know that it's time to give them a clean, or they come up and they're fine. So it's a little bit of a test. Just don't eat an orange or an apple or anything with your hands after you've been scratching Steve's ears.
So just to explain to our Facebook audience, we're live on YouTube as well. So if you've got any questions for us, ask away. We'd love to answer them.
Jan, I watch American football, but give me rugby union any day. Sorry. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm a bigger fan of rugby union for sure. Although, do you know what? I haven't actually had a moment to sit down and watch a good rugby match for what seems like years. I can't remember the last time I sat down and watched one, but I do love watching rugby union. Maybe you can get Django to do a live on Instagram while you're at it.
That would be great. If you could get on that, Django.
Yeah, where is he?
It's in his bed.
Come on, Django. Hi everyone at work. I'm grateful to you for your kindness. Oh, thank you very much. Doing great, thank you. Oh, that's a separate chat. You guys having a little chat amongst yourselves. Yeah. Rachel, your hair has grown so fast. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's always up, isn't it? You never see it.
Yeah, it's usually
Teletubby head.
Because it gets in the way otherwise, so it's always. But I haven't had it cut in probably a year, which is quite bad.
Yeah. Well, I think it looks lovely. I loved your videos this week. Really good mix. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yeah, I think it is nice to try and mix it up a little bit because it keeps it interesting, doesn't it? And it's nice, I think, to show a little bit of a different side to the sanctuary. And someone mentioned, they said, was that your rant video? And if any of you were waiting for my rant video, I decided not to post it because it was just, I was just in a bad mood and I was just ranting. And I thought, no one really wants to sit and watch some bloke in a bad mood just ranting off. So I decided not to do it.
Lisa's asking, where is Steve? Steve is in his bed now, Lisa. Well, eating his dinner. Where have you been missing from Facebook again? In jail? ? Asked Kerry. Well, Julian's never been allowed back onto the Jacobs Ridge Facebook page.
No.
So what we have to do is we have to post the videos through my account. But if he's like edited the video on his phone, that gets a bit difficult.
It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, so sometimes we're just a bit slow with putting the videos up there, but they'll always be on YouTube, and then we get them up on Facebook as well when we can.
How is Barry enjoying going outside? Yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it, Ada. He's you can just see his whole spirit is lifted, and every day he gets more and more up. I don't know if that's probably the best way to describe it. But I go in there in the morning, we go in there in the morning and we put on his head collar, and he now associates the head collar for going out. So
he looks forward to
he looks forward to that, and he stands still, lets you put the head collar on, and then he's like straight to his door, and he's like, come on then, let's go. And he goes outside, has a little roll around, sometimes just has a little wander about, has a little meal, but we're just, he's really getting into a nice routine, and it has calmed him down so much, and he's not shouting as much. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I think that could be a mix of the castration and him going out. Yeah, it must be more going out because he was doing it before we were letting him out.
Yeah, but he gets, like this today, he was quite worked up, like he was out and he was like fine. He was calm and everything, and then I put him away and I let the other donkeys out. And then he got like quite worked up.
Oh,
then.
Okay, yeah.
Like even after they'd gone away.
Yeah.
I think he just really wants to get to Dottie.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? He's got to calm down week by week.
Yeah.
Rachel probably heard the rant. Rachel always hears the rant.
Why isn't Julian allowed on the Facebook account?
I have no idea. Just he tried to add me to it. It doesn't let me. I mean, we've had it for years. I don't know. They don't like me anymore.
I love the little black goat. Yeah, that's Philip. It's so funny.
People can actually learn from a valid, coherent rant. Yeah. If the right people are hearing it, otherwise it's just noise.
I think as well, like, if you had the rant, because you did rant to me about it, and then when it came to make the video that you made, you'd probably just, like, let it go by then, and because you were just busy.
Well, to be honest, I was really excited. I got very excited. As soon as we got all the... If you imagine, it's the pressure. So the pressure was no Avenatti or the oat straw, that we had no feed, and I was running out fast, so the clock was ticking, so that added pressure on, and I was trying to organize a delivery, and it seemed that everybody I was speaking to was an idiot, and because I was just meeting this wall of idiots every phone call or every message, I just thought, this is crazy. And it was really building up because it was just that pressure. So as soon as I'd organised the truck and went and picked up all the bales and had all that on board, and we started getting it delivered, or I was bringing it in rather to the sanctuary, it was feeling like all that pressure was releasing. So it was good. It was good.
So are you sure that Philip is not a dog? Yeah, well, he grew up with Django, and they were like just thick as thieves. So I think he they try and play together, but obviously Django was playing like a dog and Philip was playing like a goat, and it never really worked. But he's a little bit like a dog.
Yeah, he's funny. Smash the like button. Come on, guys, smash the like button.
You're both beautiful, kind humans who do a wonderful job. You're so funny with the donkeys/horses. Love you all.
Oh, thank you,
Nairi.
very much. Thank you. It's a nice thing to say. I think I've lost chat on...
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
Are we still on YouTube? I don't know what's happened on that.
Is it your data gone out? Or? What are your objectives for the sanctuary this year? Good question. Well, our main objective, Anne, is to secure the sanctuary, so to finish the purchase process, basically. And everything else is kind of held up because of that, because there's loads that we want to do, but we want to make sure that we've got the property first. before we do, you know, like build new fences and shelters and barns and things like that. So that's the main objective, and everything else just sort of comes after that, to be honest. And then obviously the standard objectives of just keeping everyone fed and healthy and everything.
Yeah. There was a comment there that just went
There's
past.
loads just come through at the same time.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I did that.
Is Charlie really a lead singer in A Flock of Seagulls?
I think he might be. I think he might well be. How do I get those? There was a comment on the top there about.
Have you ever had cows at the sanctuary?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, we haven't got cows at the sanctuary. Never had cows at the sanctuary, but our license is making the provision for cows. So we do foresee cows coming to the sanctuary in the near future. But yeah, it's the as Rachel was just explaining, priorities are, it's sort of like a little bit further down on the priority. I just love you all, St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, we love you, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Marmite, love it or hate it?
Oh, we missed Debbie's super chat. We missed some super chats.
It kind of froze for a bit on the comments.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Debbie. Where were we? Let's have a look.
Go back.
I'll have to go back on the phone. Sorry, it's going to start booming in and out. We missed some super chats.
I love Marmite. You love Marmite.
I love Marmite.
What do you guys think?
But I like a little bit of Marmite, not a lot of Marmite.
Yeah, like thinly spread on like melted.
Don't give me oh, there we go. Debbie, thank you very much for your super
Debbie.
chat. It's very generous of you. Thank you.
And Julie. Oh, we saw that one, didn't we?
We saw Julie's?
Yeah.
Did we? Thank you,
one.
Julie.
Make your own account. Well, the problem, Carol, is that Julian still has access to his Facebook account, but they won't, like, Facebook won't let him be an admin on the business account anymore. So there just doesn't seem to be a way around it unless he creates a new account.
Oh, I don't know.
But are you allowed to do that? You'd have to have a new email address.
Yeah, I don't know. I've missed some other.
I think Marmite is fermented bin juice.
Fermented bin juice, nice. What's this one here? I don't know if this is working or not because they move up the screen. We've got it on the big screen so I can see the comments, but I missed them. Don't forget to mention the Betty White challenge. Just saw it on Facebook, and we'll be making a donation there after the live.
Thank you, Melinda.
Thank you, Melinda. Yeah, we've got the so the Betty White challenge is on the 17th, which is her birthday.
Which is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow is her birthday, and the challenge is that you donate $5 to an animal sanctuary of your choice, and in her memory. So we were thinking about this, and we thought, well, what we could do is just to make it a little bit more interesting, is to actually build a run for the older residents, the older pigs, and dedicate it in her memory. So run the challenge, and hopefully the challenge will generate enough money for us to obtain the materials to build a specific pig run, a little piggy paradise run for all the older pigs. And if any of you saw the video this week, you'll see like Jenny is a prime example. And then what we'll do is we will name that run the Betty White Piggy Paradise. So that's the plan. And so we've set up a GoFundMe page on that. And if you have a look in the comments of other YouTube videos, and I think it's on our Facebook as well, you'll see some direct links there to that fundraiser. But that's what it's there to do. It's just basically to harness that I suppose that drive, and make it the most efficient and effective for the sanctuary. So we think it's a nice idea. And if you think it's a nice idea too, then yeah, chuck some money in the pot and we'll build the Betty White Piggy Paradise Memorial Run. And I think it'll be nice. I think all the little old pigs will be quite grateful. Thank you.
CJ is asking, do you have volunteers to help you? At the moment, no. We usually run a volunteering program which hasn't been in operation since the start of the pandemic. We hope to get that up and running again this year. And we'll be looking for some long-term volunteers as well this year to help with things.
Yeah.
When are you opening up for visitors?
Should be hopefully April, late April.
Late April, yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, well, that's what we've started working towards, is late April opening up. So preparing tents, preparing areas for the volunteers.
We've been
Yeah,
sorting out all the old bookings, like people who couldn't come because of COVID, and soon we'll start taking on new bookings, but the space is really limited, so it will be a first come, first served basis. Do you want to go back on some of these comments here?
yeah, go on there and have a
Or
look.
you want me to?
Yeah, there's no point, I can't see a
Hang on, I'll get you another question lined up.
Give me another question lined up.
Once you've secured the sanctuary, do you have plans for glamping pods? Asks G. Hi G.
Hi G. Yes, is the short answer for that, but not pods. I don't like. Well, it depends the style of them. We've used the big bell tents, and they've been tremendous. But the trouble is they're pretty much disposable after a season, especially in this heat and the temperature and the sunlight. I mean, it kind of eats them. So they're very hard to get more than a season or two out of them. So it's a big investment every time with new tents. Whereas a pod would be a one-time investment and it would be done. So yeah, I think once the land's secure, I think that's the way to go, because the thing is as well is if we put the pods in place, then we can put things in like air conditioning, and maybe even
store the furniture in there so we don't have to have it in like rooms in the house.
Yeah, if you imagine our house is full of volunteer equipment, and so it would be quite useful for that. I think we could also put in there toilet facilities as well. That's the plan anyway.
People were asking about the cows, and they were saying beef cows or dairy cows. Anne says beef cows are temperamental and dairy cows stink, apparently. I think it's more to do with the conditions that the dairy cows are kept in that makes them smell. I don't know, could be wrong.
Well, yeah, I think you might be wrong, because it's the methane, isn't it?
Oh, do you mean that's what she means?
I think so. They do give off a...
It's the same, isn't it the same with any cows? Or do the dairy cows bigger?
I have no idea. I've got no experience with cows at all. I mean, it sounds exciting, and I think we should definitely rescue some cows.
We've got it's a dairy farm up the road, isn't it?
Yeah, I tell you, if you go downwind of the dairy farm, my word, yeah, that can be quite exciting.
Let's have a look here. Right. Does Julian act any longer?
Yes, I do. Last one I did was in September, I think it was.
A bit closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, last one I did was in September, and that was the English, and that's throwing me up because it's and then but I'm not really looking or concentrating on doing any acting work at the moment. I'm just focusing on this place, getting it right for this season. But yeah, if work comes, then
your way.
Yeah, if work comes my way, I'm happy to do it. And it's like, yeah, I'm not chasing it like a hungry wolf and like, I've got to do acting and all the rest of it. But if a project comes up and it's right and I like it, then and they want me, if they're mad enough to want me, then I'd love to do it. So yeah, I just keep an eye out for it.
So Linda is asking, you might have to make your responses a little bit
short and
sweet.
Okay.
Is the weather warming up there, and when will you start wearing shorts and t-shirts again? Well, during the day it's quite hot, and then
it was -1 last night.
Yeah.
There you go, short and sweet. -1 last night, but
hopefully not a while till we have to wear shorts and t-shirts, because
we don't really want the heat.
A long time of
we really don't want the heat.
Is there somewhere I can see a story of how the sanctuary started? Asked Paula.
Well, not really.
There's a little bit on the website, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, if you go to the website and look at about, there's the story there, and then there's the mission statement and stuff like that. The website does need updating, which I've got to get round to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sort of. I mean, I've told the story quite a few times, but it's effectively the sanctuary started by accident. It wasn't we didn't set out to establish a sanctuary. It was more that we rescued some animals, then rescued some more animals, and then eventually it got to the point where it became what it was, or what it is now. And it was mainly driven by the rescue of the horses. 8 rescue horses in one go, and that brought a lot of financial pressure. It was immense, which is why we did the volunteering breaks, which was to basically keep all of the animals fed, and then we've just been building on that year on year on year on year, and just putting everything we've got back into the sanctuary and trying to make it the best sanctuary we can possibly make it. That's the plan.
Okay, so the Moving Forest asks, do you ever have rodent or vermin issues disturbing the soils or feed, i.e. gophers, moles, rats, etc.? Well, we have a lot of cats, and they seem to keep rats and mice away. So thankfully, no, we don't have any issues with that.
No.
And we don't have like a barn with, loads and loads of feed stores or anything.
No, the feed it has to be stored in big sealable containers anyway. So there's no food around for them, because you can't leave it. Apart from the Avenatti, you get the odd mouse and now
lives in it.
Yeah, they will live in it. But yeah, with the amount of cats you've got, it's just no way.
Ali says, I want to donate, please. You are fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. If you donate, the best way to do it is to go through to, well, if you want to do it through PayPal, it's just paypal.me/Jacobs Ridge. Or you can go to our website and look for, there's a tab, I think, that says Help Us. And if you click on that, then there's some links there. There's some specific links for UK, for Europe, and for United States. And you can set up either like a direct debit, you could set up a one-off donation. There's all sorts of ways in which you can do it. But yeah, if you need any help, drop us an email and we'll try and guide you through it. But thank you very much. It's appreciated.
Wendy asks, will you rename one of your current pigs or get another to name after Betty? Well, we have some pigs that a few of the pigs don't have names just because they're really timid, and if you don't really get to know them, they can be difficult to tell apart because you don't see them very close up. So there's a few that don't have names, so it would be one of those girls.
How much does it cost to run your sanctuary monthly? Barbara, this is stuff of nightmares. Fortunes, absolute fortunes. This week, this week alone, we've spent in excess of 4,000 just on feed. And something, in fact, more than that, it's probably closer to 5. It varies from month to month, depending on the cost of Avenatti goes up and down. Obviously, we've secured enough now for about a month and a half. On average, I would say it's about 6,000 a month, between 6,000 and 7,000 pounds a month to keep the sanctuary alive. But you can have really heavy months which really knock you over, such as a couple of months ago, because we had 2 very big vet bills, one after the other. There was a 2.5, nearly 3,000, well, it's £3,000 vet bill on Prince, and a £4,500 vet bill on Alfie. So when we have the vet bills come in, they're the ones that sort of knock you over. But we've been very fortunate in our supporters have sort of rallied and helped us through those periods, and for that we're eternally grateful. So yeah, it's a financial commitment, and you have to take it really seriously, because if it doesn't work, or if you drop the ball, it's a big responsibility. So can be a bit scary. So I try not to think about it too much. That's my philosophy. Stick your head in the sand and just don't think about it.
Yes, that always works. Can I speak to someone at Facebook who may be able to help you? If he can, I'll give you his name and let him know you're contacting him.
I don't know. I've tried to speak to Facebook.
Is that someone that you know that works at Facebook?
Do you know
Is that
somebody
what
at
you're saying?
Facebook? Then drop us an email if you can. If you
Yeah,
know
that'd be
somebody
cool.
that's on the inside and can help, that would be amazing. But I've tried, and it just goes round in a big circle, and it just comes back to, I don't know, Q&As, or not Q&As, FAQs, whatever it is. I don't know.
Thank you very much, Archie's mummy, for your super chat.
Oh, thank you, Archie's mum.
Thank you. And
Where's Dexter? Is Dexter around? Come on, Dexter.
Dean is asking, I love watching birds. Do you feed birds? What kind of birds do you have?
Oh, hold on.
I think we just dropped out on YouTube.
We dropped out on YouTube, yeah.
Birds, we've got loads and loads of doves around here because they all nest in the pine trees.
Heron.
Heron in the river, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Gigi. Gigi.
Gigi.
Gigi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. Gigi, Gigi. Thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you.
There's a really special one we get. I can't remember the name of it.
Thank you, Poos, mate. If that's your cousin, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much. I've just seen that up there. No, it won't do any harm. Oh, I hope not. There we go. Oh, it's him. Quick, delete his account. Sorry, I shut up.
You always interject when I'm talking.
Sorry, go on then.
I don't know anymore.
No.
You continue.
No, you can. I just wanted to say, because it was a direct answer to that.
A lot of birds, and we don't set out to feed them, but they feed themselves from the animals' food. Like they eat the oats and everything. So, yeah, loads of birds.
The interesting thing is when we put the sunflower seed in the horse food, the birds come down and they just demolish all the horse poo. It's amazing. Turn it to dust because they're trying to pick out all the little bits of seed. So it's actually quite an eco way of keeping the place clean.
What's it like to be doing a Facebook Live without Steve and Co resting on your shoulder or biting your ear? It's not the same.
No, it's not. So I can't wait, actually. That part I'm looking forward to going back into the donkey run and doing lives, because I think they're more fun than sitting in our lounge.
Hi guys, love you both and all you do. Came across you by chance a year ago. Couldn't believe it as we have holidayed in Murcia, Mazaron, for years. I so want to come and volunteer. Stopped my Netflix standing order, which we never use, for a monthly to you.
Oh, thank you very
Amazing,
much.
Guys. Oh, thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
That'd be lovely if you could volunteer.
Jan says, just reading your IMDb, you have a private helicopter pilot's license. Nice. Yeah, that was back in the day. I don't fly anymore.
So I noticed people were asking, did you meet Emily Blunt and what's your character's name? Because they couldn't find it.
My character's name is Shotgun. No, I didn't meet Emily Blunt. She was done by the time I got there. I don't fly the helicopters anymore, only because I'd love to, but I don't have the money. I don't have the money. And Steve always tries to steal helicopters.
Yeah, we know what Steve's like, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be allowed to build a tiny house on a trailer base?
Yeah. Yeah, if it's on a trailer base.
They're quite expensive though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really expensive. A friend of mine's a carpenter. I spoke to him a couple of years back about building like shepherd's hut. And he said he'd give it a go. And then what with one thing and the other, I haven't pursued that any further. But I think that would be, like a shepherd's hut would be really nice because they're very pretty.
Yeah, they are. Dean said, have you considered yurts?
Yeah, I have looked at yurts, but I think they're more expensive.
And they're probably still not going to last.
They're not going to last. The same problem.
Yeah. It needs to be more permanent.
It's the sun that does it. The sun just kills everything here. Absolutely everything. It's scary.
Hi, I love to listen to your conversations with Steve and the other donkeys. I would love to come out for a working holiday and help you in the sanctuary, says Sheila.
Oh, lovely.
Let's get you another question.
Yeah, I'm all over the place, man. I don't know, it's just a bit weird. I'm quite, like, I can do that, but I can't do that and that. I've got 3 screens on.
Rachel, do you ever get any acting offers? No, I just haven't done any acting for years, so I'm not really in the acting scene anymore. Thank you very much, Myra, for your super chat donation.
Thank you, Myra. Thank you.
And thank you, Valerie, for your super chat donation for the Betty Piggy Run.
Oh, thank you, Valerie. It's not the Valerie, is it?
No, it's not.
Have we lost Valerie?
I think we've lost Valerie.
Did Valerie? If you're out there, Valerie, come back. We miss you.
Still short on the like button. Smash it. Yes, please do. How is little Prince doing? He definitely needs Charlie's shampoo. Perhaps Charlie could help Prince to improve his choice of hair accessory. Anyhow, Prince did it better than Dottie a few weeks ago.
I think I got confused then because I was reading that comment and that comment. It's not working, Rachel.
You're not working.
I'm not working. I can't do two things
How's
at once.
Prince? You just listen to me. Don't look at anything else.
Okay, I won't look at anything else.
How's
Any blinkers.
Prince doing?
Prince is doing great. He's amazing. He's. I'm so sorry, guys. Honestly, I struggle with more than one thing at a time. I'm very, I can do that while I'm working on it, but you bombard me and none of it gets done.
We'll be doing a Prince update soon.
Thank you. We'll do a Prince update soon.
Julian for the next James Bond, says Heather.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Can you speak to Barbara Broccoli and tell her that I'm there? I don't think I could do it, to be honest. Did you watch the latest one? I mean, I was tired just looking at it. All that running around and fighting. I think that my James Bond would be very, very different. I think my one would just be very cool. He wouldn't do much action. He would drive around in the Aston Martin, could do that bit. Maybe, go out to dinner and at the gambling tables and all that, could do all that bit. But when it comes to fighting and all the rest of it, I think I'll just say, no, it's okay. I won't have to. I need a superpower. My James Bond's got a superpower. He doesn't have to do any running or fighting.
Are you two married? Love you both. Oh, thanks, Chrissy. No, we're not. Are you reading those comments again?
Sorry, yeah, I've got this. But can I pat my head and rub my tummy, or is it rub? Yeah, pat my head.
It's pat your head and rub your tummy.
I can pat my head. Yeah, I can.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, you see.
I'm sorry. When I touch the screen, you can always see my finger.
Oh,
It's really annoying. Can we get more Barry White recordings? Yeah, we need to put up that one that you've.
which one? No, I just saw that apparently the two, there's a lag. So I think Facebook's getting it before YouTube for some reason.
It seems live seem better on Facebook for some reason.
Yeah, it's very
It's
strange.
clearer as well.
What was the question?
Can we have more Barry recordings?
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to find I'm trying to find his character, I mean, I know Steve's character, obviously. I've known him for years, and I know Ronnie's character. I know all their characters, but I'm still getting to know Barry's character. And
It's like he's a gentle soul at heart, but he's just all like wound up because of the testosterone.
yeah, he is, but also, but he's got a little vibe to him that isn't right.
What do you mean?
There's a little bit of a vibe with Baz.
What, like evil?
I don't want to say the word evil, because no, of course he's not evil. He's a little donkey. He's not evil.
You mean like he's got a glint in his eye? Like?
Yeah, he's got a little glint in his eye. It's like there's a facade with Barry. I feel like he's putting up a bit of a front, and I haven't quite got to the real Barry yet. And but I think the real Barry is a little bit mischievous. But yeah, so I think that's why I haven't done the videos with him. It's just I need to get to know his character. I need to get to know him, and it's still early days. I think it can take a long time to get to know your animal and your animal friends. And I think,
especially if you don't know
any friends.
But yeah, you don't know what sort of back history they've had, and
yeah.
Lucy Glover Short, hello, how are you?
Hi, Lucy Glover Short.
She says, miss you guys. Is volunteering picking up again? Yeah, we'll be starting new bookings soon, but space is very limited. Hopefully everything goes ahead this year according to plan.
Yes, should do. Sorry, I got sidetracked by the...
No way.
Yeah, way.
Let me get a question on here.
Get a question on there.
How
Let's
old
go.
is the sanctuary? Thanks for all you do for the animals, Sarah.
Well, the sanctuary started, I suppose, officially as Jacob's Ridge, 2014. Yeah, I think so. But it's kind of been, it feels like it's been here forever. It feels like it's always been a sanctuary of some description, but I suppose officially Jacob's Ridge, 2014, 2015, around that sort of time.
Cara says, I seen on one of your videos on another channel that had 1.6 million views. Do you benefit from these videos? Is that that'll be the video of you and Steve, probably, I'm assuming.
Well, no, there's different ones, but yeah, we do benefit from them.
If it's that one, then it's licensed with them, and we get part
Oh,
of it.
yeah. That'll be the licensed one. Yeah.
If it's got that many.
Well, when it first happened, we got a load of video licensing companies contact us and say, "Oh, we want to license your video. We want to license your video." And of course, we were quite naive, didn't really understand what we're doing, and it was just like, okay. Of course, I mean, I'd go down that route again.
They do give you some of the profit, like I think, was it 40% of the profit? Or something?
Yeah, or something like that.
But they don't tag you or anything, so it's like that's probably.
It's more for their benefit than yours.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think we would go that route again. But yeah, we've only licensed one or two.
Two.
We've licensed 2 videos, and yes, we do get the benefit of them. Periodically, we get an email that will say, "Oh, well done, your videos earn 40 quid or something." Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's negligible. It's not a huge amount of money.
Have you guys ever thought about an adoption program to rehome some of the animals? Hello, Anita. Well, we don't tend not to really rehome the animals unless it's a special case. A lot of the animals we have is mostly like pigs and horses. And I think, as you were saying last week, like the horses, like there's no way you could split them up.
No.
And a lot of horses are just really badly treated here. Pigs, no one, like, it's a problem. It's a problem here with potbelly pigs. Like, people have them as pets and then they abandon them, and people don't. You never know what people's intentions are with pigs, because a lot of people like would probably try and eat them.
Well, they've changed the rules now as well with pigs.
Yeah.
So especially Vietnamese potbelly pigs, they are now. You can't move them, and if you do move them, they all have to be castrated or sterilized. They have to be chipped, sterilized, and chipped. And if they're not, then they must be destroyed. And they're really cracking down on it.
Yeah, which is good. It's what's needed.
It is what's needed, but it's just that education. You know, people just need to be educated on pigs and how quickly they reproduce, because it's scary. They're like gremlins. A little drop of water and you got a load of pigs.
But yeah, we've had a situation where we rescued 6 puppies and we rehomed them to the UK. We had Dobby the Doberman, who we rehomed to a lady in Spain. We rescued another couple of dogs who didn't actually come to the sanctuary, but we rescued them. Then they went to their new home
Directly. Yeah.
So we are a little bit involved in it, but animals that come here, usually it's like their forever home, unless it's a special circumstance.
Yeah.
Have you thought of sponsoring a day fundraiser? Would be about $250. People could give them as birthday presents. Sponsor? Oh, do you mean donkey? Maybe.
What was the question?
Sponsoring a day. I'm not sure, Holly.
Sponsoring a day fundraiser. Sponsoring a day. I don't. Sponsoring a day. Yeah, I think it must be a spelling mistake, or we're just being really thick and don't understand.
Your story is no longer available on your website. An idea, maybe you can get a volunteer to help with the website.
Yeah, that's going to be more tricky, because there's other elements linked to the website, so you'd have to give full access to everything. And that's not always possible. But the story's not on the website. I'll have to have a look at that. I will be updating the website very soon, so I am on that. It's on my to-do list.
Is the other bird a hoopoe? Yes, that's what it's called.
A hoopoe and woodpeckers.
And woodpeckers, yeah.
Got some lovely woodpeckers. Beautiful.
You could offer a carpenter's week on the ridge in exchange for their building skills on a shepherd's hut or 2.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it will take them a long time, longer than a week though, to build the thing.
Could a vet have a practice at the sanctuary treating your animals in exchange for free rent? I don't know if I guess it depends on the vet, but a lot of vets have a lot of like debts from vet school and everything. So I don't know if they would do it for free or.
And also, I think it depends on specific, because you'd need if you were to do that, then you'd have, like if you've got a cat and dog vet, then there probably wouldn't be a lot for them to do. And if you've got just a horse vet, not a lot for them to do.
You need a vet who can do everything.
You need the vet that can do everything. So we have 7 or 8 different vets, and they're all species specific, and they're the ones we go to for different things. Pigs is the hardest because there's very few vets out there that can understand and treat pigs. If the pig they know how to treat a herd, but they don't know necessarily how to treat an individual. So you tend to find that their stock answer, if you have a sickly pig, is to destroy the pig, where obviously that's not our way. So we've sort of hunted out the right vet to help us through those tricky times when they come.
I might have missed it, but did you get the sanctuary to own? Asks Joe. Not yet, Joe. We're still working on that. There's been some complications that have come up.
Complications on complications.
Yeah.
Complicated complications on the complications that were complicated in the first place. There's so many complications. That is an understatement. We were talking about rants earlier. I contacted the solicitor a couple of days ago, and I just had to just get it out. I was so angry because it's just been taking for so long, and it's so frustrating. And I was like, can we please get this done? Because I can't do this anymore. I need it done. This is driving me mad. And she came back, and apparently it's to do now with the local town hall that we've got to speak to, and the guy that we need to speak to at the local town hall is not about, and then suddenly one of them's got COVID, so he's not about, and it's like, oh, please. So we're getting there. We just have to practice patience, calm, inner calm, and just go gently. One's foot in front of the other, and don't worry, it'll all happen in the end. That's what I tell myself.
Jenny's asking, does eyebrows need a coat? If so, can you add to the Amazon wish list and I'll buy it at the end of the month? That's very kind of you, Jenny. Eyebrows has actually got like a really thick double coat, and she much prefers like being in the cold to being like, yeah, she much prefers this time of year to summer, so she doesn't need one. We do need a couple of new ones for Sunny and Sirius, and I was thinking of adding them to the Amazon wish list. So yeah, if you do want to, that would be very much appreciated. Who's this?
Oh,
Is he sleeping? Were you sleeping? He wake you up? Oh, you've got a dirty face.
why has he got a dirty face?
He's been rummaging around
What have you been doing?
in the mud.
Django Mango. Been rummaging in the mud. Well, it's nice that he doesn't have bad breath anymore. Hey man, you're almost like minty fresh. Oh wow, it's amazing you couldn't get that close to him before.
Sheila says, I think Prince is doing better than you are right now. You should be James Bond for sure.
Well, I totally agree with you. Although I quite like the idea of playing a Bond villain. I think that would be more fun. I love Javier Bardem's
character.
Yeah, in what was that, Skyfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Skyfall. He's just the star of the show. He's so good in that film. Really enjoyed it.
Sherry's asking, how do volunteers sign up to help your sanctuary projects?
Well, what we do is we do a volunteer program, and if you go onto the website under volunteering, you'll see it on there, and there's a form to fill in.
But that's not open yet, so don't fill it in.
So don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Ignore it. Ignore everything.
Basically, just keep an eye on our social media, and we'll just share whatever's going on and how to get involved with it at the time. So yeah, just keep an eye on the social media.
Yes.
Let's see what we've got here. Do you groom the horses and donkeys and dogs? We tend to, like, when the horses need grooming most is when they're shedding their winter coat. So we do.
That'll be soon.
Yeah, we do that. It's more when the volunteers are here, we do it more because we've got more time, and they can get involved with it. When it's just us, we tend not to do it so much unless it needs doing. I think he likes that.
Yeah, he does. I'm just tickling his feet, and he's really enjoying it. Yeah, it's lovely actually, because when you got the volunteers here, you get all those jobs that are lower down in the priority list, and you can get them done, and it's nice. And if you can, tool up all the volunteers with all the grooming equipment and go, there you go, and the horses love it. They'll just be brushed all day long.
Someone's saying that they couldn't see you. I think it's because every time I touch the phone, it moves. I can't sit any closer to him because I'm controlling the phones. I hope you can see him better now.
Oh, sorry. Facebook can't see him. There he is.
Oh.
You got him?
A lot of people are asking, how did we meet?
Well, that's a long story. I'll explain that another video. But let's just say it was a magical moment, for sure.
Smitty is missing you, Rach. Oh, I miss you too, Smitty. I hope you're well, Eileen. I like the live, so different.
Good.
No stars.
No stars.
What's the star?
Well, I don't know, but there's no stars.
How did you pick Jacob to name the sanctuary after?
It actually goes back to a photograph, and it's the main photograph, I think, that's on the Facebook cover, and it's the photograph of Jacob.
I don't think it is anymore.
Oh, it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it came from, really. And it was Jacob with the ridge in the background, and it was just one of those moments. It had a nice ring to it, and
maybe move closer a little.
Sorry, I'll move closer. And it had a nice ring to it, and also I didn't want the sanctuary to be named after me or anybody. Do you mean, you could have called it, I didn't want it to have that. I wanted it to be, because it's for the animals and it's about the animals, so it made sense that it would be named after although he wasn't our very first rescue, but one of our first major rescues, which was Jacob. And he's such a character here, and it made sense. So Jacob's Ridge, it just sounded good. I like the sound of it.
I just noticed Jan said, does the fire need another log?
Oh, Jan, you're so clever.
Do you know what? It's really warm. Like, my cheeks are so hot.
Oh no, I'm freezing.
That's because I've had a shower.
Jan, you are a witch. How did you know that? That's scary. I bet Jan's got she's got a webcam on us or something. She knows.
Could you tell us Hoti's story and what does his name mean? Love Wendy. Hoti came with Charlie from an elderly couple that couldn't look after them anymore. So as far as we know, they had quite a nice life. And his name is a very popular name in Spain. It's like Donkey Hoti, so like Don Quixote.
He was named that. We didn't name him that.
Yeah.
I'm not. We're not owning up to that.
Have you had to get training in animal behavior or learning as you go? Well, it's a lot of learning as we go, definitely. I completed an equine behavior course, not last year, year before, just because I wanted to understand them better and to help with their problems and things. So yeah.
And I've just, I've learned as I've gone. I had a little bit of, we had a Monty Roberts trainer here years back, and she helped us with the herd initially, and she was really good, really good. I picked up a lot from her, and I think it's like a basic understand. Once the basics click in, you then, I think, you work it out for yourself. It's about your relationship with your horses, not necessarily, put a line under it and say this is how you communicate with every horse out there, because I believe that every horse is different, and I think the relationship that I have with my horses is different to, you know, a relationship that somebody else has with theirs. There's a few standard things that I've picked up along the way, and I think one of the biggest things I've learned with horses is you can't lie to a horse. It's about intention, and it doesn't matter what you say. If you haven't got the intention behind it, then they're not going to respond. And so whenever I'm with the horses, I tend to always be very, very, well, I'm honest, I suppose. You have to be honest with horses. So you just be very honest. And that means, you know, sometimes I go in the field and I'm having a bad day, and I'll tell them to bugger off and leave me alone because I'm having a bad day. And they know. And sometimes you don't even have to say it. It's just about your intention. But other times I just want cuddles. I've been in the field and I've had such bad day, and I've not wanted to speak to anybody. I've just wanted to go and get some space. And Jacob tiptoed up behind me and started rubbing me on my back with his muzzle really gently. And yeah, just reduced me to tears. Unbelievable. So in tune for such big animals. They are so emotionally in tune. They're so, well, people use the word spiritual or whatever, but they are just a very, very delicate animal.
Sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they're a really sensitive animal, and I really like that about them. I think that's why I like them so much, because they're like this big. They look, you know, thunderous and big and powerful, which they are, of course. But inside, they're the most sensitive things.
I think they're a reflection on yourself as well. Like
100%, yeah.
They can read what mood you're in before you even realise it yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Your mum has joined us. Hi, Josie.
My mum?
Yeah.
My mum? No,
yeah,
no, she hasn't.
I don't know if she's still here or not.
She's probably run away now. Hello, Mum.
How are Steve and Ronnie? They're so funny. Oh, and also someone asked, which is more feisty, Steve or Ronnie? Do you reckon?
Who's more feisty, Steve or Ronnie? Ronnie. Yeah,
you say you get like you don't trust him as much. Like Steve will go for more lickies, whereas Ron's a bit more nippy.
He's a bit nippy. Yeah. Ronnie's a bit nippy, and yeah, he's definitely more feisty. Steve is so soft. When you go in there and you're mucking him out in the mornings, and you could be, you know, scraping up the poop and giving it all a clear out, you're guaranteed there'll be a little Steve, and he's always nudging you, and he just wants a cuddle, and he just wants him to, you know, you've got to pick his head up, give him that's all he wants, and he'll follow you around.
This morning I let them out, and then to clean them up, to clean out their run, and then Steve he went out and then he came back in to have a cuddle.
He's so cute.
Linda says, I know you're not keen on some of Ricky Gervais's productions, but Afterlife 3 is worth a watch. Yeah, we tried Afterlife, and we just found it a bit depressing.
Yeah, perhaps I was just in the wrong headspace for it.
I've heard it's very good, but
yeah,
that is the thing about
well, I think you just got to be in the mood, I suppose. How are we doing on the likes, everybody? Are we getting some smashing likes?
How did you pick Mercia?
There was no particular thing. I think it was just the property was right. Mainly the reason there.
Hi from Dorset. Is it just the two of you who do most of the work, or do you have other staff? You always seem so busy.
Dorset.
It is just us two at the moment. We are going to be looking for some long-term volunteers. So hopefully soon we'll have some more help, and then plus the weekly volunteers. Yeah,
that's so long-term volunteers. We're looking for people that can come here and stay on site, and it would be for a minimum of about 6 months. And yeah, it's hard work. It's a lot of hard work. So if you know of anybody, or you fancy it yourself, or you think you could be a good fit, yeah, get in contact. Let us know.
We'll put out the details of that soon.
Yeah. But ideally we need someone that can do some cooking, some chefing for the volunteers. We need
volunteer coordinator.
Yeah, somebody to coordinate the volunteers, to get everybody doing the right things, to make them the most effective and useful hands when they're here, and just
And it's like general assistant.
yeah.
And then we thought like probably gardening, maintenance, and
Yeah, it's just that there's so much work to do here.
Yeah.
Is that you could have an army of people here, but the army needs managing. That's the problem, and you can have an army of people there, and you've got to manage them on top of what you're doing, which makes it so difficult. That's why
sometimes it just ends up being easier to do the work yourself rather than managing people to do the work.
do the work. Yeah,
If you've got people here long term, then obviously they know what they're doing. And it's a lot easier.
Yeah, we have Carrie. Carrie is our fundraising manager in the UK. So that's very useful and takes a lot of pressure off because she can organise things looking into the future of ways in which we can set up some fundraisers for the sanctuary, and that kind of works as well.
Did you see an increase with rescue pigs after the whole micro pig trend?
Yeah. Huge. Yeah, it was a big problem. That's what it's still the mop up after that. Even now, you're still getting people that don't know what to do with all these pigs.
How often do you get back to the UK?
Not often enough.
I was able to get back in October, and you haven't been back. When were you last back?
Can't remember.
Was it the year before last?
I don't know. Beginning of last year.
Beginning of last year.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's been a while. Yeah.
Start a lottery at $25 per chance. Winner gets all expenses paid, trip to the sanctuary for 7 days.
Well, it's funny you should mention lottery. We set up the Animal Sanctuary Lottery in 2017, but we set it up separate from Jacob's Ridge. And the idea behind it was that we wanted it to support other sanctuaries around the world, not just Jacob's Ridge. And that one works really well. So have a look at that. It's at sanctuarylottery.com, and you can learn more about what we're doing there and who we're helping. And that's really good because we're managing to help. Last year, we reached out to, I think it was about 56 sanctuaries benefited from the Animal Sanctuary Lottery. At the moment, it's not too easy to play it from the States. It's more set up for the UK, but we're changing that for this year as well, because it is a real force for good, and it's been a very, very slow process. It's like a real slow burner, but it is not stopping, and it's really good. And it's basically all the money that goes into it gets put into a pot, and then animal sanctuaries can apply to the lottery fund for help with different bits and pieces. And because we run an animal sanctuary ourselves, we know exactly the sort of projects that are relevant. It's not there to be abused, it's there to help sanctuaries, and that's what it does. So we're really proud of that. That's something we're really proud of. And also it helps Jacob's Ridge as well, but it goes in exactly the same process. So we do that. We don't have a Jacob's Ridge sanctuary, but we do have an animal sanctuary lottery. And if you love animals and you love animal sanctuaries and you want to support them, it's a really good way of doing it.
And the website is sanctuarylottery.com.
Yes.
So Holly says people can sponsor a day and donate $250. In turn, they get an email saying it was a gift in their name. Sorry, typing on my phone. It still says a day, and I don't know if that's what you mean.
Do you mean to sponsor a day?
Do you mean a donkey?
I don't get that either.
Thank you very much, Donnie B, for your super chat.
Oh, thank you, Donnie. Thank you very much.
Rachel, you need to check out what talking about stars on here.
Oh, I think Facebook has stars.
Oh, is that Facebook, is it?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Look into
I'll be
that.
honest. I don't know. Don't know.
Please put in a link for stars. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that's something we have to set up or if it's...
We'll look into that. We'll definitely look into that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. We'll have a look.
How many animals sleep in the house? We've got Django's upstairs, Marley and Daisy are downstairs, and Mog is downstairs.
But all the cats are around the house, and
they've got their own cat houses.
Cat houses, yeah. Hello.
Marley's still outside. I need to get
I'll just go put her away a second. Hold on.
Okay. Someone said, where in the UK am I from? I'm from Aberdeenshire in Scotland. And your comment just reminded me of that question there. Jenny, you said, thank you for loving these gorgeous animals. I enjoy your videos immensely. And you're from Aberdeen. What's the weather like there today? I bet it's cold. Let's see. Barry with a GoPro on board film. It was an idea in last week's chat, so on the list. Yes, definitely, Linda. We need to do that. Oh, hi, Nanny. My nan's watching. How are you? So there's some questions here for Julian, so I'll have to wait till he gets back. He's just getting Marley in. The landowner will miss out on a regular earn. Is that part of the problem? Part of the problem, yeah, Maeve, he's not too quick to move forward. But basically, a lot of old Spanish properties are missing paperwork, and that's the main issue. There needs to be a lot of preparations done before we're happy to do the deal. Someone said 2 weeks ago you showed a potential rescue, wondering if it has not come to pass.
Yes, that's the big one. That was the big one with the horses.
Yeah, we've not heard anything more about it, have we?
No, we reached out to the guy that was coordinating the rescue. We said to him that we were here. We offered our services. We've got the big horse box as well, so we offered them the use of that, and we also agreed that we would take 2 of those horses, because that really would be, we're already up here. And he said he was very grateful and was like, yeah, brilliant, perfect, I'll be back in contact. And I sent him a message, I think it was last week actually, just saying how's things going, but I haven't heard anything more. But I know that there was a lot of pressure because that went out on the news, and as far as I'm aware, it got so much pressure on the people that were responsible that I would imagine they pulled their finger out and sorted it out. That was a disgusting case. There was one dead horse in the group. The horse was getting eaten by wild dogs. The rest of the herd were standing around starving, no food, up to their shoulders in excrement, and it was a mess. It was horrible, all emaciated. There was foals in there. I think there was pregnant mares. It was just a complete horror story. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's being dealt with, and we're there as a backup, and we've offered our services there to help them. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. Obviously, if anything happens more on that, then we would let you know immediately.
This is Barb. Julian, your mother did a good job raising you. You're a good man.
There was nothing to do with my mother. I was raised by wolves. If my mum's watching, honestly, it's the truth. She'll tell you that it was all her, but it wasn't. It wasn't. She used to keep me in a shoebox when I was little. Yeah, a shoebox. Not even a boot box, a shoebox. It was about that big. That's why she used to stuff me in there, put some sellotape on it and put it in the cupboard and say, shut up.
Jenny says, yes, please add coats for the 2 mentioned. I'm getting a bonus and would love to share. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I shall get on that. I'll have to measure them, I think.
Thank you, Jenny.
Has Django forgiven you yet for the vet visit? Yeah, he was pretty much back to his usual self the next day. So that was all good. Has Steve ever took a chunk out of you, nibbled too hard? Love you all.
No. Oh.
Probably. Yeah.
Was it Steve that ran off with my thumb? I was tickling him under his muzzle, giving him a little scratch, and he got my thumb. I'm sure it was Steve. It was either Steve or Ronnie. I think it was Steve. And he just gave me this look, and he was like, I've got your thumb now, haven't I?
Oh, that was right. And he was just holding it.
And I was like, Steve, let go of my thumb. And he just looked at me. There's this look in his eye was like, no, I've got your thumb. I've got all control now over you, human. You belong to me now, and we're going to go over here. And he just started walking around different places within the sanctuary with my thumb in his hand. There's nothing I could do to get it out. And he wasn't biting it hard enough to hurt, but it was hard enough that I couldn't get it out. So I was just stuck with my thumb in his mouth. If he had really bitten hard, I think he could have taken my thumb off. It was quite scary, but it was just the look in his face was really, there was something going on there, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He's like, come on, let's go over here, come on. And I'm going, Steve, let go. Yeah, it's crazy. Happy days.
Do you let people visit short-term and volunteer? Well, Anne, we run a volunteering holiday break. So basically, all the information is on our website, jacobsridge.com. But people come here, and it's like an all-inclusive holiday. So they pay to come. They get all their meals cooked for them. You stay in a lovely glamping tent on the sanctuary. We take you out on excursions, sightseeing and everything, and you get stuck in with the work, cuddling the animals mostly. So check that out if you're interested. We don't have a lot of space left for this year, but
we're going to do some rock jumping and swimming in the
kayaking,
kayaking and stuff. Yeah, we have some good fun actually. It's good crack. It's a good crack, so it is.
Could you please finish the Ronnie donkey story?
The Ronnie donkey story.
When he went to the shop and he bought... I can't remember if you told... Yeah, you said what he bought, didn't you?
What, the giraffe outfit?
Yeah.
Did you not hear the rest of that story that he bought a giraffe outfit?
That was the ending of the story?
And he went back to the sanctuary and was dressed up as a giraffe and then got stuck in it. I think that was the story.
I forgot the name of the donkey that puts his bum on camera when you're doing the donkey talks. That's Hoti. Donkey Hoti.
Are you reading out some of the questions on YouTube as well?
Thank you very much, Simone, for your super chat donation.
Thank you, Simone.
You look like a Bond, badly as you are.
Wow, how old? That's
baddie. Does it mean baddie?
We are so far behind on the YouTube chat. Can we get up to date, please?
Well, if you were helping, yes, but you're just...
Well, no, I'm trying to, but then I get told off because I'm reading the wrong...
Because if you kept up to date on this one and I was up to date on this one...
Do you want to fight?
Yeah. Smash the like button, please.
Smash the like buttons.
Which horse is the alpha? Bandit, technically.
But there isn't an alpha, is there?
No.
You were telling me from your studies.
So, do they want to hear it?
Well, maybe.
So in the wild, you have a matriarchal mare, and she's the one that basically, she knows where all the best resources are. So the herd all follow her, and then you've got like the lead stallion, who is the only one that will reproduce. And then in a domesticated setting, it's a bit more complicated because resources are not as like evenly spread. So horses will have resource competitions, and you could have one that's a resource holder over water, but a different one is a resource holder over food. It just depends on how much that horse values that particular resource. But once a horse gains a few resources, it'll likely like win more and more contests with other horses, and then it can make it appear like it's the boss. So that would be Bandit pretty much, but Dakota sometimes pushes him off, doesn't she?
Dakota's the baby of the herd, and she's very, very strong-willed, and just not scared of anything.
Yeah.
She's got her Life Without Fear t-shirt on, and she's living the dream. Right.
Nanny's here. She's enjoying the chat. Lots of love. Lots of love to you too. Have you gotten lost again?
No. A little bit.
Do you work with the local people to help educate them on how to look after the donkeys, particularly when it comes to riding for tourist attractions?
To be honest, no. Only because we don't really get much of a chance to. Our days are pretty full with what we're doing. It would be a nice thing to do if we could do a bit more of that. Thank you very much for your super chat, Christine. It would be a nice thing to do. There's a few things I'd like to do. I'd like to work with, we've got a local handicap school, which is very close to us. And they've got quite a few kids in there that I think would really benefit from coming to the sanctuary and interacting with the animals. As far as welfare, it's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. You're talking about traditions entrenched in the right way of training a horse or the right way of dealing with things, and you can very easily make some enemies. And you got to always remember that we're a sanctuary in the heart of a situation where, you know, we're outsiders basically, and you don't want to be making enemies with people. You want to be making friends, and you don't tend to make friends very easily if you're going around and saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that and you should do it like this and you should do it like that. So it's a gently situation, and I think it's more about, by example, you do what you do, and you say, well, look, we'll do us, you do you, but this is how we do it. You know, that's how we do it. I've had situations where people have contacted us where they've needed help with a donkey, and they've come to us. We've had situations where people have needed help with a horse and they've come to us. So it's nice to be there for them, that they know we're here if you need us, but we certainly wouldn't start, you know, driving it down people's throats or doing that, because that would be a different program altogether. And I think that would need something more specific. That would be more of a campaign. So we were talking about, for example, the local village, next village up from us, has got a big problem with cats. Well, through the Animal Sanctuary Lottery, we're looking at setting up a cat neutering program. So it controls it rather than nobody dealing with it. And at the end of the day, all you've got is a problem with a load of cats, and who's feeding them, and, you know, are they being cared? You know, are they, you know, getting run over, and then you're getting more kittens, and it's out of control. Well, someone's got to own it. So we think that would be a perfect example and a good use of the Animal Sanctuary Lottery funds to go there, sort out all those cats, sort out all, you know, get a neutering program and get it under control, and that will make a big difference within that village. Then within that village, off the back of that, we can then communicate that out to the village of what we're doing and why we're doing it, and that educates. And I think that's the way to do it. But all of these things takes time, takes money, effort and energy. That's the biggest thing. It's energy, and we have to always pile our energy into the sanctuary first, because without the sanctuary nothing works. Sorry, that's a really short answer.
Short and sweet, guys. You may have missed my question about gift aid. Do we have gift aid? We can't do gift aid, can we?
Gift aid? No, not at the moment. We can't do gift aid, but we will be able to do that shortly.
Thank you, Intrepid Fraidy Cat, for your super chat donation.
Intrepid Fraidy Cat, thank you very much.
My grandparents had horses here in the 80s. The gelding always tried to bite me when I gave him sugar cubes. He'd take the cube and then be mean. Weird. Oh.
I was always told you mustn't ever feed a horse with your hands. You should always throw it on the floor because it teaches them to bite. But I'll still do it. I can't resist it if I've got a carrot.
You can teach them not to do it, though.
Okay. Yeah, I know you can. I know you shouldn't. But it's like one of those things, I shouldn't, but I do. But there's loads of things you shouldn't do, but you do. We won't get into that here. That's a completely different video. What are the things that you shouldn't do that you do? Come on, tell us your secrets.
Are all your cats rescued, or did a cat find your sanctuary and decide to stay with you? A combination of both. A lot of them are just street cats that have ended up here one way or another. Is that a Mercia picture behind you?
Yes, it is actually. That was painted by. Would you like to see it? I've got a lovely one actually, a really nice painting, which is it is my favourite painting here. Would you like to see my favourite painting?
Yeah, go get it.
Shall I go get it?
And then I can get through some of these questions whilst you're not here.
Okay.
I think she means people donate $250 to sponsor the running of the sanctuary for the day. Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea. Now I understand. I'll never forget the day after Star died and Jacob took a mouthful of water and poured it over your head. It just seemed the right thing to do. He lifted your mood instantly.
Oh, yeah, that was perfect.
Amazing.
Here we are. This is my favourite painting. Can you see that? I must be bloody mad. I'm just hanging up
Move back a bit.
back a bit.
Yeah, there.
Can you see that? Let's have a look. Hold on.
Yeah, you can see it.
I don't know if it's very clear. I was waiting to see it on the screen if it comes out. I hold it really still, and what you should be able to make out there, it's like a snowy scene, and it's a shepherd with a big coat on, with an umbrella, walking in the snowy scene with, I think, horses or donkeys. He's leading the donkeys up the road.
Or there might even be cows.
No, the tails seem too long.
Yeah, they seem more like horsetails, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're horsetails. And that was painted by the I think that was the landlord's wife.
Has Grace's eye healed? Yes. Well, it's healed quite well, but she's still got a bit of an infection. But it's getting better. Beautiful painting. That is beautiful. They like the painting.
Yeah, it's a nice painting. It's my favourite one. And this one is... I'll show you this one. I can't really show you that one. Well, on YouTube. I don't know if you can make it out.
You can see it on Facebook.
On Facebook you can see it. On YouTube I think it'll be a little bit...
We don't know where it is, do we?
No, it's...
We're not sure where it is.
It's like a town scene. But again, painted by the same artist.
When you're set up for stars, a link will pop up on your screen when you're live. Okay, so we're not set up on it yet, so we need to look into that.
Oh, okay.
Where did you learn Spanish, Rachel? I know you have a great accent. When have you heard me talking Spanish? I've just learned myself just by I just do it myself.
Your Spanish is brilliant. It's got
it's brilliant.
It is. You really shocked me the other day. Not that I think that it shouldn't, but it really shocked me the other day. You were so good.
Boy, am I late. Has anyone asked Julian what that word is he uses for hay? Abernathy or something like that? I've never heard of it.
It's called Avenatti. Avenate. Avenatti. It's effectively oat straw. So it's got oats in it and it's got the straw. And it makes together
oat straw.
Or straw oats.
How many cats and what are their names? I've seen a beautiful ginger cat and another with gorgeous blue eyes. Well, there are 17 cats, and can Julian name them all?
Nope. Short and sweet.
Just because you don't want to name all the cats.
I know.
Your mum says, "Shut up, Dewdrop, or I'll tell people the truth."
Oh gosh, see how she did that? See, that's how evil she is. That's her working her evilness.
Question: are you fluent in Spanish, or do you just get by? Well, I'm still learning. I would say. What?
You're fluent.
I'm not fluent.
I think you're fluent.
I can't have like a conversation.
You seem to have a very good conversation the other day with the vets.
Yeah, but that's different because I know what
you're saying.
Talking about.
Yeah, because you're fluent.
I'm not fluent.
Yeah, but anybody can struggle if you're talking in any language about something you have no idea about. You know, you can struggle. You know, if I start speaking to some scientist about a flux capacitor and the Ujima flip dubri that goes inside it, you're gonna struggle. No, your Spanish has come on leaps and bounds. Amazingly, actually, within the last 2 months, I've really noticed it shift up a gear. Like you've left me in the dirt.
Yeah. Eat dirt.
Yeah.
Eat my dust.
Eat my dust.
You have to catch up.
Yeah.
Colorado just rescued 140 emaciated horses. Seriously, 142. Some were euthanized.
Oh. In Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's horrible. It just gets out of control. That's the problem. But why does it... I don't know. It's difficult. You're dealing with people that are experiencing some serious hardships in their life where It's got to be very hard when you're allowing a scenario or a situation like that get so far out of hand. I think there becomes a point where it's denial. And then you go into denial, then you don't want to deal with it, or you don't want to look at it. It's this big problem, but it doesn't exist. Don't look at it. And it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. That's what I mean though, about it being this massive responsibility. You cannot drop the ball. You cannot. You've got to always think, because there, but for the grace of God, go I. You know, if you were to drop the ball and you don't concentrate and you let it all go, next thing you know, you've got a load of animals that are starving, got nowhere to live, and it's a big problem. You know, emaciated animals. You're talking about big problems. If you've got to just, you just cannot take your eye off the ball for a moment. You've got to think about it. I do understand.
Do donkeys have alphas? It's the same setup as with horses. Rachel, how did you make the decision to volunteer many years ago? Love you guys. Oh, thanks, Linda. I was sort of saving up to go traveling, and then I heard about this place, and then came here, and then I haven't been able to ever leave.
Yes.
Dakota's not scared because she hasn't known fear. Being raised there, I guess that's an example of how fear destroys an animal's spirit.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Well, you got Dakota, Maggie, who's Dakota's mum, Misty, Zor. Those guys were all born here, and none of them have known a whip. None of them have known a saddle. Nothing. They're just horses, and their characters are fully developed, and it is amazing. Yet you put that next to one of the other horses that was used as a cart horse, or there's two that use as cart horse. The difference, you can see it. You can see it in the eyes. You can see it in their characters. So yeah, it makes a big difference.
Perhaps the thumb in Steve's mouth is a sign of trust and intimacy. Our guinea pigs will often sit with our fingers between their teeth and feel comfortable about it. Do you think it was more like you didn't have no idea, do you?
Sorry, I got caught onto that comment.
Should I turn that off?
No, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Sorry, I can't. You know what I'm like. I can't. Say again. Say again.
No, I'm
say
not
again.
saying you missed.
No. Say again. I probably did hear it.
Perhaps the thumb in Steve's mouth is a sign of trust and intimacy. Our guinea pigs will often sit with their fingers between their teeth. Our fingers between their teeth.
I don't know about that. I don't know about having.
You say he had a malicious look on his face.
No, it wasn't malicious, because if he was malicious, he would have bitten.
Yeah, but like.
It was
impish.
crafty. It was impish. It was impish. Yeah, Steve the imp. Yeah, I don't know what I would call it actually. Probably
sneaky, crafty.
He was just having a laugh. Yeah, I think he was just having a bit of a joke.
You could do sponsored videos at the beginning. Just say today's video is sponsored by. Maybe they could ask you to say happy birthday or some other message.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hi, you guys. I think you're amazing, but I have tried todo pate. I think it's meant to say to donate, but having trouble living in Cyprus with an English bank account. Any ideas how to donate? Love you both. Well, thank you very much, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.
We have PayPal, if that's an option for you. If not, then you could go to our fundraiser, which we've got going at the moment, and you can donate just with a card, so you should be able to use your UK card. And you'll find that on our Facebook page. So that'll be like one of the recent posts about Jenny the pig, and we'll keep sharing that throughout this week as well. So thank you. Enable stars, yes, we need to just figure out how to do that, Christina. We're a bit new to it. Hi, Mum.
Is that your mum?
Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Her mum took her there on holiday and left her behind, or was that Paris? Yeah. We went to Paris, and then we were meant to be getting off of the underground metro.
Right.
So I think we're meant to be getting off, and then I ended up getting off, and then Mum and my nan ended up staying on the train thing.
And you got left in Paris?
So I was left like.
Why don't I know this story?
Well, I just stayed there and then they came back, so it's not with them.
That's an adventure. That's the sort of story I should know about. Why did I never know about this story? What others have you
It's
got?
quite scary though. I think I was only like, was I 14 or something?
Wow. Oh, well, I thought you were going to say like 4.
That
That
would
would
be
have been
scary.
like...
Bloody.
And then you caught the train and your mum was like, damn it.
Julian, you have to stop taking the mickey out of Charlie just because he has more hair than you.
Oh, he does have more hair than me, but isn't he amazing? Just his look. The look he gives me sometimes is just complete disdain. He's just like, he looks at me like I'm just an utter idiot sometimes. If a horse can look at you like that, Charlie's got the look.
I'm fluent in Spanish. Dos cervezas, por favor, mi amigo pagará.
Oh yeah, and there's the other one. Una mesa para cuatro, por favor. That's Kevin Bridges, if any of you.
Thank you again, Intrepid Frady Cat. If anyone asks me that question about who I'd like to have lunch with if I can pick anyone in the world, my new answer is Julian's mum.
No. Honestly, you don't know her. Honestly, it's trouble. You would not want to have lunch with my mum. No, let me put that idea right out of your head there. That's a big mistake.
Bye, you two. Really enjoyed your chat. Hope to see your post soon. Doris from England. You're doing a fabulous job. We need more people like you two. Oh, thanks, Doris, for joining us. Although you've probably gone now.
Thank you, Doris. Goodbye, Doris.
But yeah, we've got a video to put up on Facebook.
We're so far behind on these.
We're not that far behind, actually.
We're miles behind. So far behind. Come on, speed it up. Let's go.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, go.
Do you think, like, quick fire round.
Okay, go.
Do you think some neglect right now is because of COVID? Do you have someone to take over if, God forbid, you both become ill?
Yes, I do think COVID has had a massive impact on sanctuaries. Do we have somebody to take over if something were to happen to us? No, we don't. And that is a big problem because that would be a disaster. So yeah, quick fire round. Next.
If you can't donate, watch all the videos, like them, and watch the commercials. It helps so much.
Yes, watch all the commercials, let them run, and just press play and let them run all night. Just let the adverts run.
As I know, and as you would also know, breaking a horse to ride or cart is not just breaking in its back. It breaks its soul to be owned by a human.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more.
Thank you, Sharon, for your super chat donation.
Thank you, Sharon. You're amazing.
She agrees with Intrepid Frady Cat. Think of the stories we might hear. I would pay good money to be a fly on the wall.
Shut up. See, my mum's just stirring up trouble now.
Post the Betty White fundraiser link on GoFundMe in the chat and later in the description.
Okay.
I don't know if I can navigate off of here to get the link because I think it'll kick us off.
We can put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, but they are there. If you go back to any of our videos from yesterday or the day before, I think there's a link in there, isn't there? Or not?
Yes.
Did you put the links in?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Good. Rachel's on it.
Oh, thank you, Karen. What prompted you to start the sanctuary in Spain as opposed to another country?
Just was circumstance. That was just, as I say, it wasn't. We didn't set out and say this is what we're going to do. It happened. It evolved, and it's continually evolving. God knows where we'll be in another year or two, or how it will evolve.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. There you go. Bang.
How long have you been together?
6 years.
When I was a baby, my mum left me in my pram outside the co-op one day. Got halfway home and remembered. Came chasing back and I was fine. Couldn't do that nowadays. Oh, Jan, that's horrible.
Oh no, Jan.
What's the final prognosis on Prince's leg?
That's it. We've done everything we can. There's nothing else we can do with it. The problem is with the hip. It's broken. Or a fractured hip. It can't mend. There's nothing we can do with it. He's not in pain. He's basically walking around it. So no big exercise for him. And so that's him now. And we just have to adjust our care for him around that situation.
What is your maximum capacity for taking in animals?
We're pretty much there now. It's around about 160, depending on the animals. Obviously, if you're talking about horses, then I wouldn't want to take on too many more horses because the food bill and what is sustainable. If you're talking about cats, then obviously we could take on a few more cats because it's not so much of a problem. Dogs, we are at our limit. Again, it's just about infrastructure and what we can realistically do and how we can care for them. And if we take any others, will it impact the care that we give to the existing residents?
What do you think about Mexico and France taking up bullfighting as a sport?
Just madness.
I didn't know they were.
I didn't know they were doing that. That is insane. It's horrible.
From your acting careers to this wonderful life's work, do you miss it?
Acting, yes. Yeah, I do. I do miss the acting, but yeah, I do miss it. But it's finding the right projects. You could keep yourself busy doing loads of different acting jobs, but if they're not the acting jobs you want to do, then it's a bit.
I'll put up on there.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know if it's any point to it.
Could you please give Steve a licky lick on his face for me? Thanks.
Oh no, I'm not licking Steve's face. Are you mad? Furry tongue. That'd be horrific.
Where are you? Haven't seen you in a while. All okay?
Who?
I think they just mean they haven't seen you on Facebook. Not been posting a lot of your donkey chats.
Yeah, we haven't. Haven't our videos been going up on Facebook?
They have, but you've not been doing as many of you.
No, that's just because I thought it would be a nicer idea to incorporate other aspects to the sanctuary within the donkey chat. So otherwise, it could become a little bit monotonous.
And also, you kind of run out of things to talk to them about, don't you?
Yeah, you have to be in the mood, don't you? It's like anything. You sit down and get the camera out and start talking to Steve. And sometimes, that's where that video "Not Feeling It" came from. I did a couple of videos with him and I wasn't feeling it. And I just went, "Joe, I'm not feeling it today. I'm having a not feeling it day." And then with that, they ganged up on me and it turned into this great little video. So I was really pleased with that.
Where did it go? Are you guys vegetarian?
No, we are vegan. Go vegan. Veganuary. Go for it. Try it. Do it.
I absolutely love donkeys. I watch the videos. It really makes my day. After just losing my husband last September, you all keep me going. Thank you.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry to hear about
Wendy.
that. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the donkey chats. But yeah. That's not easy.
Okay, we've come to the point where I will ask you to give us a bit of Sir Michael.
Oh, it's the Sir Michael time. Now then. I don't like doing a lot of Sir Michael. I could do mine, but I don't always. I like to take it nice and steady, nice and slow, and we talk about the animals. No, the bloody animals, mind. Just some of them. And that's all you're getting.
Where's Steve? Kim, he's in his bed.
Stevie's in bed. I wouldn't have him in the house, that's for sure. He'll take up all the sofa.
Mum says, did you know Billy Connolly has a dog called Django?
No.
Do you think he copied us?
I bet he did. Hey. Billy Connolly.
You've not been practicing your
I've
Billy.
been practicing my Billy. Oh, hey.
What about Michael in a chat with Billy? Wonder if Julian could do that.
Oh, Michael in a chat with Billy. Oh man, I'd have to really practice on that one. I think that would just be a mess. I think it would just be me talking, and in my mind it would sound like Billy Connolly and Michael Caine, but in reality it would just be me. And, hello, how are you doing? I'm fine. Oh, Willies.
Willies.
Well, doesn't Billy Connolly always say Willies? He always talks about Willies, doesn't
he?
Oh, my Willie.
Anne says, I'll donate via PayPal for the Betty White challenge. More percentage to Betty's piggy pen versus YouTube. Have a good week.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for your super chat.
That would be lovely.
Linda says, you two not eating tonight?
No, we must eat. We haven't eaten yet. We must. Actually, I had a big bowl of pasta. Rachel's been preparing me this most fantastic pasta salad dish, and it's going down great.
Can't he be with you on the sofa with a glass of wine?
Well, yeah, I think they all should really, especially when the nights are cold.
Can you imagine the mess though?
Get them all in. Could you imagine? Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
What did you act in, Julian? I would watch you.
Well, thank you very much. I've acted in all sorts of different things. If you have a look on IMDb, there's a few on there. What I should do is do a little link to some of the films if you would like to see them.
Yeah, if you go on IMDb, though.
Yeah, but it's finding the films, that's the thing.
Is this doubling as a yoga session? I don't know, are we?
Yes, I think so. I want to do yoga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing yoga.
How much land do you have?
Billions of acres.
No.
No, not enough. How much land do we have? We have about 40,000 square meters.
Yeah, but
What is that in
It's
acres?
not really, is it?
That's what we're using.
Yeah.
It needs to be about 1 million square meters. That's what we need. But we'll start small. I don't know what that is in acres. 40,000 square meters. It's not huge. It's not huge.
I've seen non-contact bullfighting becoming a thing.
Why do it? You want a bullfight?
Yeah, what about bull running when they use like
a big bull?
Big bull, that's better.
Yeah. It's like if you want a bull, why do you want to fight a bull? What does the bull want to fight? The bull doesn't want to fight, does it? The bull wants to be left alone, wants to be in a field eating grass, and that's what the bull wants. And anything else is interference, in my opinion.
Do you eat eggs?
Sorry, yeah. Quickly. No, don't eat eggs. Do you know what an egg is? I'm not even going to go there, but no, I don't eat eggs.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Okay, you're caught up.
You should try and do yoga with the donkeys, see what they think.
I did yoga with horses once. That was quite interesting.
Did you get another skipping rope?
No, I went to go and buy one though. And the problem is the cord is all the same. It's this plastic, thin, light cord. And I find that quite hard to... All I'm doing is constantly whacking myself on the back of my head.
We need a proper rope.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're all caught up now.
We're all caught up, guys. I'd teach yoga with donkeys. Would you indeed? Well, I think they'll just bite you, I think. Yoga with goats is big in places in California. I've heard of that actually, Cindy, about yoga with goats. Close to 10 acres, says Google. Yeah, that's about right. Yoga with Ruby and Phil. The thing is, it always sounds good, but the reality is you would be in downward dog, or what's another position? I don't know. That's the only one I know. And there would be like, and he wouldn't be like doing something cute, would he? He'd be like headbutting the side of your head or eating your elbow or something like that. When you see it on TV and they're doing it, yoga with goats, it's always like a pretty pose with a goat on your back and stuff, and it's not really like that.
When they're like babies, they love to jump on your back. When they're older, they're just interested in eating, aren't they?
Yeah. So. I think that's all it would be. The goats walk all over you. Yeah.
How long have you had the sanctuary? What you do is wonderful.
Well, officially, it's been in existence for about 7-8 years, but unofficially longer than that.
How's Ronnie? We need to see another video with him.
Yeah, Ronnie videos coming up. You can't help it. You just get the camera out and Ronnie turns up. He loves it.
Do Philip or Ruby climb your trees? No, they don't. But Phil, well, he'll go up on like really spindly bits of trees and eat the leaves, won't he?
He'll go wherever he's mental, that goat.
He was out all day today.
Was he really? Oh, bless him. Put the jump rope on your Amazon wish list. No, certainly not, Melinda. That's not an animal requirement.
Does Ruby hang out with Barry still? Not so bothered.
Downward donkey.
Downward donkey.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, good idea. There's a book. Donkey yoga. That's a great idea. I love it. Tin triangle driver.
Mary Ann says, I'll be starting my fundraising for you again in a couple of weeks, as it's my first antiques fair of 2022.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you, Mary Ann.
Thank you very much.
New to group, what varieties of animals do you have? Well, Hilary, we have...
Welcome. Welcome, Hilary, to the madhouse.
We have dogs, cats, horses, goats, pigs, donkeys. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it. More to come.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
Dog yoga. Django might get into it. Yeah, absolutely. Does Ruby hang out with Barry still?
I've already.
Oh, did you answer that one?
I watched My Ex. It was fascinating.
Oh, yeah. It's a very good film. It's a real thought-provoking film, and I think it's been very well executed. Actually, yeah, it's a good film. Thank you for that. I'm glad you liked it. I've got some others I can show you, but the thing is, I never know where to put them, and it's like, oh hi, would you like to look at this film of me? Come and look at this film of me. It's amazing. It always seems a bit strange, so I'll have to just put some links up, and then I'll tell you where the page is, and then you can choose to watch it or not.
Well,
it said Jan says, and a Julian, a rare breed. I don't know what that's, Jan. Jan, are you put the bottle down, Jan?
we're gonna go now for dinner. So if you got have any last minute questions, ask now. Now's your last opportunity. Do another quick fire round.
Have you heard of P. Polycus? P. Polycus?
No.
Comedy troupe I saw some years ago. No, I've never heard of P. Polycus. Sounds like I might have to look them on YouTube. Have a look at that.
Low level drone footage would be awesome.
Yes, I've got a little drone. It doesn't shoot in 4K or anything that amazing, but it's good enough. I'll post one up this week. I'll do some dronaging, drone flying, dronaging.
Night, Mum. Love you.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Do you greetings from Scotland? I think you're both amazing in the work you do. Do you have a favourite animal? Do you mean favourite species or sanctuary animal?
I would
say
sanctuary animal. I would
can't say that.
Don't really have favourites. Jacob's my boy, but I don't really have favourites. I love them all.
Except Jacob.
Except Jacob.
And Daisy.
Jacob and Daisy, yeah, they're lovely. But they're not my favourites, but I love them
more than the others.
I love them more than the others. That's wrong. I was not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I love them all. Like, you know, if you start focusing your attention on any one of them, I love them all. But I suppose what stands out to me is Jacob and Daisy have, I don't know, a different space in my heart, I suppose.
Hello, do you ever have any issues with bite injuries from snakes?
No, not snakes. No, we tend to get ladder snakes here in this part. They're not poisonous. They're no danger, and they run away. They run away. You ever seen a snake run? They slither away.
How much? Yeah, on you go.
And so yeah, before you even get close to them.
How much did you raise on the super chat today?
Super chat is at £174.74.
Thank you so much.
Tremendous.
Guys.
Thank you very much. After this week, that is very helpful. Thank you very, very much.
We'll look into setting up the stars for Facebook as well once we get our heads around that. Who's the funniest animal? Philip, I think.
Yeah.
Philip the goat.
Philip is funny.
If you watch,
smash the like button, guys.
If you watch our story from today, you'll see a bit of Philip in there.
Right, we're going to go and get something to eat.
Could you do a short live feed tomorrow for Betty's challenge? That's a good idea, Anne.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do something. Well, it depends on the time.
See if we can do it actually down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a couple of the older pigs.
It would just have to be a bit earlier.
And it would be very, very short as well. Right. Thank you very much for joining us on our live. I hope you enjoyed it.
When will you put the GoPro on Barry?
Yes, I forgot about that actually.
Don't we need a harness or?
I've got a harness. I can do that.
Okay.
I can stick it on the head collar.
Oh, okay. You can just rig it on.
Yeah, I'll rig it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that this week. So we want drone.
Look out for that.
We're going to have a drone footage from the sanctuary and Barry cam. So we'll put the GoPro between Barry's ears and let him loose.
Night, Eileen. Take care.
Good night, Eileen.
Thank you all very much for joining us. Keep an eye out for more videos. We'll get our most recent one posted up to Facebook probably tonight. I think that's it.
That's it. Sounds good to
Do you
me.
have anything else?
No, I haven't. I saw a little sneaky comment there from Jan saying that I had a small drone. Jan, go away. Are you still here? Block. Block that one. Right, okay guys.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you
for
very
watching.
much for everything.
Have
and
a great week.
Have an amazing week. Don't have a great one. Have an amazing one.
Oh.
Anyone can have a great week.
Well, have a great week when you can have an amazing
Have an amazing week. Have a phenomenal. Phenomenal is a better word. Have a phenomenal week. See you later, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you all for your super chats. Absolutely brilliant. And 174.74 is where we've left, and that is just tremendous. So thank you very much for that. Smash the like button on your way out, and join us again next week.
Jan, his mum is listening.
I bet she's not. My mum won't be listening. She'll be asleep on the sofa now. Anyway.
Sue says, give us a kissy.
Give us a kissy. Kissy kisses. See you later, guys.
Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Myra.
And thank you, Myra, as well.
You guys
Amazing.
have just pushed the super chat donations up to £272.77. Oh, thank you very much.
Wow,
That's lovely.
272.77. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Good
Right,
night,
guys.
Good morning, good day,
Good evening.
good
Have
year.
a wonderful evening.
Take
Sleep
care.
tight.
Love
Sweet
you
dreams.
guys. Bye.
See you later, guys.